So being selected as the Outstanding Islander Graduate for the College of Nursing and Health Sciences it's honestly a big honor to me. Like I cried when I got the email. So it's honestly a huge honor to represent such a continuously learning college because we always strive for excellence. It's such a strong, supportive environment to work with.
You know, I feel humbled, I feel honored to be selected as the outstanding graduate for the College of Business. I know a lot of people probably say that, it's the right thing to say, but when I was notified that I was selected, to be honest with you, I was a little surprised. There's so many other outstanding graduates this year. I had the opportunity to work with a lot of them in groups in my capstone classes and in other classes throughout my journey to get the MBA. And I can tell you there's a lot of outstanding graduates.
I chose to major in elementary education with an emphasis in bilingual because of when growing up, I came here to the United States not knowing one word of English. My first day, it was very scary. Bilingual education for me is very important because as a bilingual student myself, growing up here in Corpus Christi, I saw the diversity of students. And so I think the importance of building students to have a bilingual foundation is just setting them up for success, not taking that native language away from them. Keep on encouraging them to speak their language.
My name is Kimberly Lopez. I'm a mechanical engineering technology student. The reason I chose my major is because during the COVID-19 pandemic, I was working as a first responder and I just felt like I wasn't doing enough and I had stopped going to school. I figured out that if I really wanted to help these people, I should go back to school, finish my education and then transfer into the medical field. And I chose Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi because of how close it is to home.
I chose to major in communication studies because I fell in love with the idea that I could pursue a life and a career just communicating with people, talking to people, and learning all about the world itself.
I chose to double major in chemistry and biomedical sciences because of my fascination concerning the chemical and biochemical processes and their relevancies to human health. The most significant challenge I've faced along the way is being able to maintain a healthy schoolwork balance between being a student and an athlete.
As a non-traditional student, working a full-time job with a family and kids and a wife, the challenges I faced were all about just getting it done, overcoming the late nights and the stress and the difficulty of managing a full-time job and a family with getting my education and my graduate degree.
A few challenges I did face was I lost my mother in 2011 to breast cancer. So doing everything without her here was kind of hard for me. But I overcame this with my father. He's the strongest support system I have. He encourages me to do the best I can, and he's always there for me when I have a bad day.
I've worked 40 hours since I could remember, since I was 17 years old. I've been going to school summers, fall, spring, nonstop, and time management has been one of my biggest challenges, but staying positive, staying motivated, having my family there to motivate me, and just keep on going, and I'm grateful for that.
One piece of wisdom that I would share for all islanders specifically is that we are a part of an amazing institution. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi is an outstanding institution. So I want to encourage everyone who is currently an Islander to continue to push through, to persist, to do what we need to do to finish, to graduate, and to be an Islander alumni for the rest of our lives.
Some wisdom that I would like to share to future Islander graduates is to take every moment that you have and to try to build relationships with professors and to use what you learned from the classroom and to apply it outside.
So my advice for future Islander graduates is just to, before you graduate, just make sure you participate as much as you can in your school. It's such a fun, loving school. They offer so much to us as Islanders. I feel like it's such a strong and supportive school system.
Some wisdom that I would like to share with future Islanders is just to believe in yourself. Keep on going. Don't let anybody else, don't let any outside factor stop you from achieving your dreams.
Wisdom I would love to share with future Islander graduates is that if you have an interest in anything, try it once, at least once. For me, that's what I did. Ever since my freshman year, I jumped right into joining organizations such as the Student Government Association. I joined the sailing club, the pep band, the symphonic winds. Through those, I found connections between faculty, staff, and students. And so if you have an interest in something, I would say just go for it.
It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how smart you are. To me, what matters is how hard you work. Tell them who you are, be honest about yourself, and just go for it.
So I have to thank my father for my success, my siblings, all my friends that I've had during my time here at the Island University from fall 2019 to fall 2022. The faculty and staff I've been interactive with, they've all made an impact on my life, little or big. It helped me lead to the success that I'm at now.
Firstly, I want to thank my parents and my grandparents for always supporting me and for giving me such a strong Catholic foundation, which has helped me get through some of the more challenging times throughout my college career. I also want to thank all my professors and mentors, especially Dr. Silliman. And lastly, I want to thank Coach Craig Shaw, who taught me the importance of both physical and mental toughness and who believed in me all the way.
I definitely want to say thank you to Stephanie, to my wife. She's amazing, and this degree really is as much hers as it is mine. I also want to thank Dr. Janet Cunningham. She just really encouraged me throughout the process to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I would first like to thank God, my family, which is my mom, my brother, my sister, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my partner in life, Luis, who I am really grateful for keeping me motivated, who he is an example of just to keep on going. My professors, Dr. Lucido, Dr. Lara, Dr. Staples, they're just one of many professors who have helped me keep on going, who have given me advice of different bilingual programs, different educational programs, and just to continue and staying positive.
Of course, I have my family to thank for my success, but as well as the bosses, professors, and other students, I have to thank as well, for they helped shape me who I am today, taught me life lessons, and just taught me the college experience.
A mi madre y a mi hermano por dejarme ir a estudiar bien lejos y por estar a mi lado a través de cada decisión que he hecho y por dejarme ir a seguir mis sueños. La familia Sánchez, que aunque no hayan podido estar aquí, ellos siempre van a estar a mi lado. Also, Dr. Jian Sheng, Dr. Jose Baca, Mr. Ronald Carson, and Jack Esparza, because without them, I probably would not be here. And Medic Juan de la Mora and Roberto Garcia for opening the door for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi Fall 2022 Commencement Ceremony, being held at the American Bank Center in beautiful downtown Corpus Christi. Delivering today's commencement address is Dr. Rebecca A. Palacios, class of 1976, internationally renowned expert in early childhood education and senior curriculum advisor for abcmouse.com.
serving as the president of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, I am pleased to welcome you, our honored graduates, proud parents, family, and friends of the Island University to our Fall 2022 commencement ceremony. I am excited to tell you that this fall we have 1,000 students in our graduating class. During this commencement ceremony, we will feature the graduates from the College of Education and Human Development, the College of Liberal Arts, and the College of Science. There will be several times during the ceremony that we will ask graduates and members of the audience to stand. When asked, please do so as you are able. Now, please stand for the presentation of colors by the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi ROTC Islander Battalion, and remain standing for the national anthem to be sung by Ms. Jessica Valdez, a junior majoring in music in the School of Arts, Media, and Communication. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ring clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce members of the platform party who will not be introduced elsewhere in the program. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Ms. Jamie Darcy Barrera, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Dr. Andy Benoit, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Ahmed Mahdi, Executive Vice President for Research and Innovation. Mr. Adrian Rodriguez, Vice President for Student Engagement and Success and Interim Director of Athletics. Ms. Jacqueline Malman, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Kate Radowski, Dean of the University Libraries. Dr. Brian Teege, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. David Ma, Dean of the College of Engineering. Dr. Hassan Aziz, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to recognize Student Government Association members and Islander ambassadors who have assisted our graduates throughout the ceremony. Again, let's give them a round of applause. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Rebecca Palacios. Dr. Palacios earned 2 degrees from UT, her bachelor's degree and her PhD in curriculum and instruction, all from the University of Texas at Austin. However, her most important degree came from A&M Corpus Christi, the Island University, where she received her master's degree. As an internationally renowned expert in early childhood education and a pioneer in dual language learning, she has worked with preschool and early elementary school students for most of her career. She taught in the Corpus Christi Independent School District for 3 decades, being the first recipient of the Teacher of the Year award for that district. In addition, she has been an instructor at the Island University as well as at other colleges and universities. Her award-winning work in the classroom is part of her success, but she also provides an expertise through boards and committee work. She has served as a senior curriculum advisor and member of curriculum boards for the Age of Learning since 2009, working on strategic curriculum planning and the design of age-appropriate learning activities. She served as a founding member and vice chair for the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. This organization has certified more than 110,000 teachers, and she has served on committees for the National Science Foundation, the Education and Development Center, and Scholastic Incorporated. Dr. Palacios was the first Latina to be inducted into the National Teacher Hall of Fame in 2014. She is a published author in the HuffPost and recently published a book titled Being Your Child's Most Important Teacher, A Guide for Families with Young Children, as well as being featured on television stations like WETA, Univision, and TV Aztec. She has given more than 300 presentations globally on topics like early childhood, bilingual education, dual language, professional standards, and technology for young children. It is my pleasure to introduce an A&M Corpus Christi alum and today's commencement speaker, Dr. Rebecca Palacios.
Thank you so much, Dr. Miller, faculty and staff, and all graduates and their family and friends. I wanted to first of all extend my sincerest congratulations to all of you, all of the graduates, on your accomplishments. I also wanted to thank Texas A&M University Corpus Christi for the invitation to speak today, and specifically my friend Margaret Deckant for recommending me. As you can tell from my introduction, most of my life was spent as a pre-K teacher. Working with young children was and continues to be a part of my life. So with that in mind, I wanted to start out by asking, how many of you played with a wooden puzzle like one of these when you were in pre-K or kindergarten? Raise your hand. Did you play with one of these? Yeah, you did. Well, you thought you were playing with all of those puzzles, right? Well, we tricked you. We had a hidden purpose in all of that early childhood playing that you did. When you were playing with a puzzle, you were actually learning some very important skills. They were life skills. Also, if you don't know, the word for puzzle in Spanish is rompecabezas, which literally translates to break your head. But we as teachers, we didn't let you break your head. We let you learn and play. And while you were playing, each piece had that hidden purpose. Let's see what they were. In a real world, I would take these pieces apart and show them to you, but I'm afraid I'll drop them off, okay? So bear with me while I talk about each of these pieces. Each of these pieces is very important. I'm gonna start with the first one. This piece was for problem solving. As you worked the puzzle, you had to figure out what the picture was like and needed to think of how this one part fit into the whole. Problem solving is a critical life skill that will serve you in everything you do, whether it's solving the balance on your checkbook, figuring out how much your paycheck will go to pay all of the bills, solving a problem at work, like how to complete a project in a given time, or solving a problem like our scientists did in how to create a vaccine that's viable for COVID in a short period of time. Those problem-solving skills are at the forefront. This next piece was for critical thinking. With this piece, you learned how to think about the puzzle and how all of the pieces would fit just right to complete the task. Critical thinking lets us work through situations which include problem solving, but also includes observing, analyzing, inferring, and communicating. If you can do all of these things, and I'm sure you have, then that puzzle piece did its job. This next piece was for resiliency. As you work the puzzle piece by piece, it was necessary to have the motivation and emotional control and the will to continue amid the pieces that did not fit in the way you thought they should. To keep going and persist in a positive light without giving up is a resiliency you learned. To come back to the problem and make it work. You will need resiliency in your life as you meet adversity, and armed with these strategies and skills such as these, you will succeed. This next piece was for perseverance. Where resiliency leaves off, perseverance picks up. For you to come back and succeed in that one puzzle instance that took resiliency and bouncing back. But to transfer it to other instances and keep trying it 3, 5, 10, or more times in more puzzles takes on increasing difficulty, and that's perseverance. In life, we need perseverance to keep on going and not quit amid difficult circumstances and setbacks. This next piece was for hand-eye coordination. Through the years, you have needed this very important skill to write, draw, play sports and games, work a technological device, and so much more. Continue to exercise your fine motor muscles and indeed your whole body through movement. This next piece was for logic. You all started out as logical little thinkers, using your ability to think through problems and apply strategies for solving them, as in this puzzle. Innate logical steps to solve a problem without getting derailed by your emotions is crucial in your future careers. Now, I did have children, I'm going to tell you, who could not solve the puzzle, and at times threw the pieces across the room. Don't be that child grown up. Please use your logic. This other piece was for self-confidence. I loved when kids would probably say, "I did it." Yes, they did. Self-confidence has taken you this far. When you made it through the puzzle and could see it whole again, that was a success story. Keep up your self-confidence and keep saying, "I did it." This next piece was for visual memory. What an important skill, to see something and remember it. You've probably used this skill so much during your school life as teachers wrote things on the board or whiteboard and you needed to remember it, right? This skill will continue to serve you through your life as you remember people's names, read important signs and information in your continued career, and recall things from what you have learned visually. This next piece was for fine muscle coordination. We had to make sure that you were able to use your little fingers to touch each piece and work it around and over. Then sometimes it was pounded, saw that lots of times, pounded into place that didn't fit, or it fit easily into its correct place. Sometimes we try to force a situation when we should sit back, take a deep breath, and fit the solution into the correct place by taking time and figuring it out. Now, this piece was for fun. Well, did you have fun working the puzzles? I hope so. We did want to engage with the puzzle. We wanted you to engage with the puzzle, enjoy what you were doing. When you are working, you should be enjoying what you do. You chose your major for a reason. It was your dream, your joy, your fulfillment. That piece of the puzzle is super important to balance your life. And this last piece was for creativity. You were able to create not only a world of your own as you poured yourself into the task, but also creatively figured out how to solve the puzzle. Creativity will be an important skill as you continue through life. We need to be creative in the way we solve new problems or find creative outlets to enjoy throughout life. At some time or another, when you were building your puzzle, you may have needed some help from a teacher or a friend because you couldn't figure out the puzzle. Or you may have dropped a piece and couldn't find it. But you felt that joy when you finally got it all together and it was complete. You in your lives will encounter times when you do need some help. Don't be afraid to ask for it. Or you drop a piece and can't seem to complete the assignment, the job, the project, the work. But you need to look for the solution, problem solve it, and complete that assignment, the job, the project, the work. Because one of those key puzzle pieces was perseverance. Keep going. Solve that life puzzle. Puzzles themselves teach so many important life skills. One of my friends and colleagues, Dr. Scott Kim, is an internationally renowned puzzle master, dear friend of mine. He has spent his career working on many types of puzzles. When you have time, look up his amazing work, Dr. Scott Kim. He says, and I quote, "My goal as a puzzle designer is to create a meaningful experience for the player, not just I solved it." Your puzzle life skills will have already been used and supported your meaningful experiences because of what you have accomplished already, and you show that by being here today, though you may not have thought of it in this way. What will your future puzzle skills look like? Which new skills will you add? I'm sure you've already added many skills like communication, self-management, empathy, participation, self-confidence, innovative thinking, humility, and much more. We continue to acquire skills over our lifetimes, learning from life experiences, our family, our friends, and our colleagues. These puzzle pieces all form a picture, don't they? What will your future puzzle top piece look like? And further, what will your puzzle box top look like in 5, 10, 20, or 30 or more years, reflecting you and your work? As I reflect on my own career and personal life, I know that on my puzzle top box, I would see a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a national board certified teacher. I would see my classrooms, young children, a teacher trainer, a family engagement specialist, an international collaborator with teachers in different countries, my work with ABC Mouse and their technology, my family engagement work and books I've written and blogs I've written, and again, as Dr. Miller said, the many things I've done in my career. All those are my many puzzle pieces and my puzzle box top. So because of the skills you learned in early childhood, working these primary puzzles, you've established a foundation upon which all you have acquired will grow. But you will still need help at times to find the missing puzzle piece. You will still need help from a mentor, a boss, a teacher, a friend, or family member. You will still break your head as you solve deeper, more challenging puzzles. You will still need to play because you will need to remember that life is a balance of life skills, work, and enjoyment. And you will still need to try to find out how the one piece fits in the whole picture in the instances of your life. So keep working on those puzzles and solving those problems. As puzzle masters, you will solve the problems of the world. You are ready with many skills, which we taught you in early childhood, and I commend you for it. Congratulations, Islander graduates. You make us proud. Thank you, Dr. Miller.
Let's give one more round of applause to our commencement speakers. Thank you, Dr. Foster.
Well, we will now turn to the very important business of conferring degrees. I would like to call on Dr. Clorinda Phillips, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for graduation.
While pursuing a degree from Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, our students are privileged to work with outstanding faculty who are directly responsible for their success. They inspire, they motivate, and they mentor our students in classes and outside of the formal learning experience. They are a very talented, hardworking group committed to providing a high-quality education. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I present to you the faculty of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. Will the faculty please stand and let us thank you for your commitment to our students. Thank you. You may be seated. Our processional this morning was led by Dr. Sandrine Sanyos, Professor of History, who specializes in modern European and French history. Her research focuses on questions of violence, gender, and sexuality, as well as feminist theory, ideas, and aesthetics. In addition to fellowships and residencies in Washington, D.C., Berlin, Germany, and Paris, France, Dr. Sanyos received the College of Liberal Arts Excellence in Research and Scholarship Award, a Hispanic Serving Institution Faculty Fellowship from the National Endowment of the Humanities, and the Millstone Prize. Now I would like to recognize the academic leaders for each of the colleges represented at this ceremony. The Dean of College of Education and Human Development, Dr. David Scott. The Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, Dr. Sean Reese Campbell. The Associate Dean for Academics in the College of Science, Dr. Barbara Servinska. And the Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, Dr. Karen McCaleb. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 48 bachelor's degrees. Will all the candidates for the bachelor's degrees please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names are on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the bachelor's degrees for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Please be seated. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 30 master's degrees. Will all the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names are on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the master's degrees for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Please be seated. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 8 doctoral and terminal degrees. Will all the candidates for the Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction, and Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine Systems Science degrees please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names are on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the terminal degree for which they have studied and labored, they are entitled to receive. Now, would all the candidates please stand and remain standing? Dr. Miller, please join me at the podium.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon you the particular degree to which you are entitled, with all the honors, rights, privileges, prerogatives, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Those earning a bachelor's degree can now turn your class rings to face outward and shift your tassel from the right to the left, symbolizing the awarding of the degree. I offer my congratulations and those of everyone at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi to you for your incredible accomplishments. Congratulations. You may be seated.
I would like to make special mention of those bachelor's degree students who will graduate with academic honors. These students must have completed at least 45 undergraduate semester hours at A&M Corpus Christi. In this ceremony, we have a total of 136 students receiving these honors. Students graduate cum laude if their grade average is 3.5 through 3.699, and they can be distinguished by their green cords. Would you please stand and let us recognize you? Congratulations, you may be seated. Students graduate magna cum laude if their grade point average is 3.70 through 3.899 and can be distinguished by their blue cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Students graduate summa cum laude if their grade point average is 3.9 or above, and they can be distinguished by their silver cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. In this ceremony, we have 16 undergraduate students who are graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. In addition, we also want to recognize students who are graduating from the university's honors program. These students have participated in community and university service, as well as an enriched program of study. They have completed at least 18 credit hours of honors courses, including a project of excellence during their senior year. Congratulations, honors students. These are all significant academic accomplishments. And on behalf of the faculty, staff, and all others present today, I extend to all of you our sincere congratulations. We will now proceed to the hooding of candidates for their terminal degrees. Doctoral degrees are considered the highest degree one can achieve in United States universities. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi has granted doctoral degrees since spring 1995. Today, from the College of Education and Human Development, we will award Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, and Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction degrees. Dr. Scott, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, along with the graduates' major professors, will assist in hooding our doctoral candidates in the College of Education and Human Development. From the College of Science, we will award the Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science degree. Dr. Barbara Sabrinska, Associate Dean in the College of Science, along with the students' major professors, will assist in hooding our candidates in the College of Science. Dr. Carmen Tejeda Delgado, Professor of Education and Director of Transformative Alliances for Student Success in the College of Education and Human Development, will read the names and graduates' major professor for the candidates.
Dr. Angela Perez, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Rosa Banda. Dr. Yolanda Reina, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Guang Zheng. Dr. Ahayan Aras, Doctor of Philosophy and Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Joshua Watson. Dr. Jesusa Elena Hasso, Doctor of Philosophy and Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Richard Ricard. Dr. Nora Alicia Maza, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Richard Ricard. Dr. Carly Renee Pendleton Cole, Doctor of Philosophy and Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Richard Ricard. Dr. Catherine Ann Kreisup, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Corinne Valadez. Dr. Larissa Marie Diaz, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine Science, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Xiangping Hu. Dr. Elizabeth Ann Gomez, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Paul Montagna. Dr. Thomas Philippe Levine, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Xuintao Liu. Dr. Sagar Shrestha, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Hussein Abdullah. College of Education and Human Development. Master of Science, receiving a posthumous degree, Carrie Riley, accepting on his behalf his wife, Natalie Riley. At this time, we will proceed by the order of college with the awarding of the remainder of the degrees. Brandy Kristen Bach. Timur Otis Barrett. Alejandro Ivan Bolanos. Waldemar Bravo. Heather Anderson Burns. Christina Lynn Carrillo. Juan Ray Casas. Melissa Ann Cook. Rachel P. Cortez. Joely Rose Yachenko. Nicole Renee Edgar. Rebecca R. Frampton. Kimberly Michelle Gadberry. Elizabeth Marie Guerra. Norena B. Gutierrez. Jacqueline A. Hernandez. Caitlin Rana Johnson. Brandy Brooke Kircha. Chelena Linnell Landers. Mary Mora. Erica Nicole Moreno. Ashley Nicole Perez. Erica Rios. Alexis Brianna Sanchez. Henry Ross Tolstedt. LaJoya Virginia Elizabeth Williams. Matthew Wood. Manur Zahid, College of Liberal Arts, Master of Arts, Arte Galtub. Manuel de la Garza de la Cruz III. Andrea Celine Salazar Garza. Mark Wayne Morris. Andrea Dion Tars. John C. Tatum. Erica M. Woodruff. Master of Public Administration, Jessica Marie Aleman. Rusty James Graham. Mary Mayan. Luis Miguel Munoz. College of Science, Master of Science, Amanda M. Beatty. Jessica Lawar Castagnier. Brielle Joel Descheno. Rostam Edward Mirzadi. Aaron Jamie Mueller. Hinal Arvindabahi Patel. Marie Pearl Pendleton. Yvonne M. Sheesby. Kwang Tat Min Ton. Benosha Sama. Bachelor of Science, Kiara Alcazar. Haley Allende. College of Education and Human Development, Olivia Candice Barr Davila. Kaylee Drew Bintliff, magna cum laude. Araceli N. Briones, magna cum laude. Chelsea M. Brothers, cum laude. Amber Nicole Cantu. Amberly Christiana Cantu. Karina Casanova. Colin McPherson Clark. Raquel Covarrubias, cum laude. Samantha de la Cruz, summa cum laude. Amber Demera de Luna. Jamie Jordan Deonda. Courtney Eller, magna cum laude. Adriana Maria Espinosa, cum laude. Charlene Llanas Farias. Brittany Nicole Flores. Andrew Bradley Gandy. Lauren N. Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Philip Greathouse. Kimberly L. Guzman. Hannah Marie Sugadance. Ariana Amy Hinojosa. Madison Kaylee Jacobs. Kevin Austin Hymas. Dylan Gray Jones, cum laude. Rihanna Nicole Hoya. Elizabeth A. Kiley. Deja Monique Lacey Ross. Reagan Lang, summa cum laude. Oscar E. Lerma Jr. Gracia A. Lopez, summa cum laude. Kaylin D. Martinez. Cody Ray McDowell. Abby Louise McLean. Lucy Mae Miller. James Thomas Morales. Caitlin Whitney Moreno, summa cum laude. Darius Nelson, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Brittany Leanne Patch. Adrian Benya, summa cum laude. Carlin Pierce, magna cum laude. Catherine Marie Ramon Arias. Megan Renee Ramos. Kaylee Ruth Robinson, summa cum laude. Leanna M. Rockwell, summa cum laude. Jacob Pete Salinas, magna cum laude. Vanessa Lea Santia. Cynthia Peña Santos. Yesenia Serna de Leon, magna cum laude. Molly Lynn Smith. Tori Alexandria Thomas. Bailey Rianne Volkman. Christian Tiffany Winsett. Sydney Alexandra Weiser. Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. Leticia Adame, magna cum laude. Jennifer Ann Baeza. Megan Roanne Claire. Leslie Elizabeth Cruz. Brianne De La Torre, summa cum laude. De La Torre. Delaney Tenier Fleming. Aliyah Maria Flores. Cassandra Nicole Gomez. Abigail Carmilla Gonzalez. Audrey Celeste Graham. Amber Lee Guerra, cum laude. Colette Nicole Laconti. Linda Molina. Jose Armando Ontiveros, magna cum laude. Madeline Rianne Perez, magna cum laude. Haley Nicole Ramirez. April Rizzo. Genesis J. Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Alexis N. Saldivar, summa cum laude. Diana Santano. Brant Matthew Smith. Regina Marie Tejerina, cum laude. Gabrielle Ann Weiss. Natalie Arisa Williams. Cassidy Ruth Willman, summa cum laude. College of Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Arts, Alexa Elizabeth Akers. Kimberly Ann Alani, summa cum laude. Ricardo Alonso Jr. Allison S. Antu. Aubrey Alexis Arismendez. Misty Ann Arismendez. Monique Dennis. Valeria Arredondo Ruiz. Rebecca Leanne Bailey, summa cum laude. Noé Alejandro Becerra. Kaylee Benavides. Jacob Ryan Benavides. Hannah Elizabeth Berry. Cassidy Cherie Biggs, cum laude. Robin Elizabeth Blackshear. Daria Alexandria Britton. Diana Bowie. Micah Olisi O'Kane. Desiree Ann Camacho. Kendall L. Cañas. Corinne Michelle Carvajal. Natalia Anigel Cartes, magna cum laude. Catherine Isabel Chambers, cum laude. Michelle A. Chavez, summa cum laude. Eric Davila. Miranda Kelly Dean, cum laude. Letty Guvald de Luna, summa cum laude. Kristen Daly Draper. Stormy Day Drillin. Michaela J. de la Rosa. Deborah Desiree Dubuque. Jessie Marie Egan, magna cum laude. Julianne Antoinette Esparza. Elijah Alexander Ash Esquivel, cum laude. Jasmine Danielle Ferdin. Jacqueline Flores, cum laude. Simeon Bryant Fryer. Ayana Skylar Galvan. Alexis Marie Garcia, cum laude. Angelita Guadalupe Garcia. Jonathan Robert Garcia, magna cum laude. Victoria Glover. Jessie Danielle Gonzalez, cum laude. Trisha Mejia Guico, summa cum laude. Cameron Matias Gutierrez, summa cum laude. Maria Guzman. Sarah A. Helmer. Melina Jade Hernandez, cum laude. Jordan Tess Huran, summa cum laude. Morgan Brianne Hudson. Aurora P. Collar. Jacqueline Faye Kiefer. Marina Jewel Langford. Neil Raphael Levens. Andrea R. Libby, magna cum laude. John Marcel Lopez. Stevie Renan Macias. Taylor Mars. Celia Paula Martinez. Camden Delaney Matthew. Jonathan Maxwell Maul. Richard Mendoza. Bailey Thomas Miller, magna cum laude. Sydney Avery Mood, magna cum laude. Evelyn Grace Moore. Heavenly K. Myers. Kayla Renee Pacheco. Christopher James Reyes. Daniela Rios. Christina Marie Rubacava. Roel Justice Sanchez, cum laude. Brooke Reese Talamantes, cum laude. Elizabeth Pratanella Tamas, magna cum laude. Brittany Marie Thomas, summa cum laude. Thompson. Emily Ann Torres. Justin M. Pignon. Tiffany Renee Price. Matthew Cameron Ray, cum laude. Raven Grace Reese, summa cum laude. Madeline Reese Salazar. Mike Orlando Salazar Sr. Lizette Sanchez. Haley Nicole Sedgwick. Valerie Nicole Stribling, cum laude. Rhonda Puente Trevino. Marco Antonio Uribe Jr. Victoria Giselle Uribe. Nathaniel Augustine Verdin. Taylor L. Watson. Alyssa Gabrielle Weaver. Kimberlyn H. Wells. Amanda C. Whitaker, magna cum laude. William Sean Whitworth, magna cum laude. Megan Renee Imbert, magna cum laude. Sean Austin Young, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Applied Arts and Science, Christy G. Alvarado, cum laude. Lisa Denise Alvarado, cum laude. Nancy Elaine Alvarado. Allison Jean Cleveland, magna cum laude. Edward Jaron Falkenstein, magna cum laude. Davon Deshawn Fox. David Michael Hoffpower. Angelita Medina. Rihanna Caitlin Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Evan James Schrold, Ryan Lois Tudek, Bachelor of Fine Arts. Francesca Elizabeth Alvarado, summa cum laude. Melissa Garcia, summa cum laude. Chloe Jan Green, magna cum laude. Bailey Sue Hazelwood, summa cum laude. Jenny Elise Rodriguez, cum laude. Bachelor of Music, Fidencio Mateo Vela. Bachelor of Science, Maya Lourdes Bueno. Denise Buitron. Alice Elena Cofresi. Jose Antonio Cintron II. Alexis Renee de Luna. Michael Joseph Farah. Nicholas Jude Figueroa. Carrion Yvonne Fuentes, cum laude. April Renee Garcia. Jorge Alberto Garcia. Mariah Garcia. Matthew Armando Garcia. Stephanie A. Garcia. Rawson Vanessa Guajardo. James Kenneth Hassett. Haley Lynn Hinojosa. Tabitha Ashley Hinojosa. Cameron I. Johnson. Alexia Paige Martinez, magna cum laude. Donald Patrick McKinney. Noah Sattery Miranda, magna cum laude. Kendallin Loan Naranjo. Cristina Guadalupe Ochoa. Caitlin Zoe Ordonez. Eileen Rose Ortiz. Emmanuel Ortuno. Kaylee Marisa Ozuna, cum laude. Kaylee Renee Pickard, cum laude. Lacey G. Quinones, cum laude. Victoria Marie Romero. Alexandra Ramirez. Elena A. Salazar. Diana Isabel Santos. Sydney Tate Simpson. Terry Standifer Jr. Thompson Joshua. Stephanie Garcia Thompson. Arisa Marie Vazquez. Diego Jose Trevino. Nicholas Alexander Whitney. Caroline Zeller, magna cum laude. College of Science, Bachelor of Science. Margarita Angel Alvarez, magna cum laude. Jesus Baca. Marco Antonio Barrera Jr. Faith Aaron Bell, summa cum laude. River Alexandria Bickham. Rebecca Ann Buck, magna cum laude. Amanda Caitlin Burton, magna cum laude. Yasmin Hasif Carcamo Diaz, cum laude. Seth Levy Carr. Christopher Cotter, cum laude. Mary Kay Casas. Nathan Chapman. Kennedy Lynn Chu. Couget. John Clark, cum laude. Mackenzie Nevon Cooper. Annabelle Julianne Cruz. Matthew Joseph Daigle. Aubrey Faith Doree, summa cum laude. Courtney Robin Dickey. Odessa Star Dukes. Daniel Esquivel Duran, magna cum laude. Victoria Madison Eggbrecht, cum laude. Stephen Connor Flanagan. Bonnie Shea Forrester, magna cum laude. Josie Genevieve Fountain. Elizabeth Marie Freeman. Daisy Fuentes. Iris Raquel Fuentes, cum laude. Jennifer Fuentes. Casey L. Gallagher, summa cum laude. Triana Renee Garcia. Rylan Benjamin Garza. Kate Dominique Gomez Rangel. Neva Rebecca Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Anika Beth Gorman. Brittany Granville. Gabriela C. Herrera. Matthew Cade Hickman. Jensen Luann Higgy. Riley Christopher Hoy, cum laude. Terrence Lawrence Johnson II. Bianca Islas. Nathan Kowalski, cum laude. Rayleigh Michelle Lansford. Haley Renee Legger. Caitlin M. Little. Trinity Brianne Loftus, cum laude. Janika M. Lombrano, cum laude. Juliana Lopez, magna cum laude. Yusef Hui Lubani. Morgan Gail Maiden. Elena Elizabeth Mangan, summa cum laude. Madison Grace Mormon. Alexandra Lauren Martin. Brianna Joyce Monette Mays. Brooklyn Danielle McCormick. Brianna Joy McGrill. Trent McShane. Caitlin Brianne Mice. Anahi Mendes. Stephen John Mahalik, magna cum laude. Sarah Alicia Montoya, summa cum laude. Leslie Ann Moreno, cum laude. Danielle Antonio Murillo. Jamie Ann Murphy. Hannah L. Naver. Nathan Alec Dwin. Claudia Gabriela Nieves Narvaez, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Jordan Norman, cum laude. Denise Ortiz, magna cum laude. Sydney Marie Prison, cum laude. Giovanni Kimberly Pena. Alberto D. Perez II. Jade Perez, magna cum laude. Judith Perez, magna cum laude. Brandon Sean Petkoff, magna cum laude. Alexis Lane Puckett. Narita Lynn Ramirez. Jose M. Rojas, magna cum laude. Boas Kipkopique Renault. Rebecca Mia Ruiz, cum laude. Jared Juanil Sainz. Hannah Elaine Schultz, magna cum laude. Kai Ann Sheely, cum laude. Paige Nicole Shepard. Drake William Spranlin, magna cum laude. Courtney Michelle Taylor. Alexi Caris Tercero. Asia Theme. Alejandra Maria Torres, summa cum laude. Alexis Steve Hernandez Trujillo. Felipe de Jesus Urrutuya, cum laude. Sally Amarichu Azumamba. Julian Villarreal, Daphne Elise White, Sienna Young, Yepes Mariah Anahi, Hannah Elizabeth Young, summa cum laude.
As our graduates are making their way back to their seats, I would like to express my sincere congratulations to each one of you. Each of you has made and will continue to make an impact on the community, whether you're near or far. Please know that you are always part of this Islander family, and we are very proud of you. I would also like to give a very special thank you to the true star of commencement every year, and that is Dr. Carmen Tejada Delgado, who just read all the names. So you can thank her for an incredible job and thank her for the fact that we will not be here till 2 p.m. She is excellent at that, so thank you, Carmen. All right, graduates, will you please stand one more time and let's give them all a big round of applause. You may be seated. We will now proceed with the commissioning of officers in the United States Army. I would like to confer that Janae Marzel Lopez and Camden Delaney Matthews have met all requirements to be commissioned officers in the grade of Second Lieutenant in the United States Army. Commissioning will be conducted by Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Pierce.
I state your full name. Having been appointed an officer in the grade of Second Lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully execute the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. We're very proud of you.
We would also like to recognize all veterans and active duty servicemen and women in attendance today. Would all veterans and active duty military please stand and allow us to thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce Dr. Haitham Dawood, President of the Texas A&M Corpus Christi National Alumni Association, to welcome you on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Well, good morning. Congratulations, Islanders. Welcome to the Islander Alumni Association. Now, if you are one of our 55,000 alumni who have graduated from our wonderful university, please stand and help us welcome the new alumni. All alumni. There you go. Welcome home. Hope to see you at homecoming. Graduates, you are here. You are done. Though your collegiate journey may have been difficult and maybe with little challenges, however, your time as Islander has been valuable and memorable. As you look back at this time to reminisce on the positive impact that this university has done on your life, today will be another page to add to your catalog of memories. It is your first day to be officially an alumni of your alma mater. As alumni, our reach stretches across the nation with members in every state in the union and in many countries around the globe. As you begin your journey away from the island, let me challenge you to 3 simple endeavors as an alumni. First, stay connected. Continue to stay close to your professors, this great university, and the Alumni Association. Read the Islander magazine, follow us on our many social media channels and platforms, and stay in tune to the alumni events happening in your area. Second, stay engaged. There are dozens of meaningful ways for you to stay engaged, both with your fellow graduates and the university. Join a chapter, visit us during homecoming, or mentor a new student. Third and last, show your Islander pride. Let everyone know that you are proud of your university. Proudly display your diploma on your wall, wear an Islander t-shirt or cap, or join us at the Islander sporting events. Now, to help seal the commitment to this challenge, each graduate has been given a small token that is presented only to the alumni. In this tube, when you leave today, you'll discover a small lapel pin in your diploma tube. You can look in there. There's a little surprise. Fasten this pin on your chest. You can officially call yourselves Islander alumni. Wear your pen as a symbol of your commitment. Everyone, let's give this new alumni a round of applause. On behalf of the Islander Alumni and the National Alumni Association Board of Directors, welcome to our Islander alumni family. Congratulations, go Islanders, shake us up.
Graduates, you have many people to thank for reaching this point in your life. Will all the mothers, fathers, spouses, children, and other family members please stand? And graduates, it's your chance to give them a round of applause. Please be seated. As we conclude this commencement ceremony, I would like to thank our commencement speaker, Dr. Rebecca Palacios, for her address to our graduates. Thank you very much. The music today is being performed by the Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Elizabeth Peterson, Professional Assistant Professor of Music. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank all who came today to honor our graduates. This is a special day, one that they will cherish forever. For the safety of our guests, please remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have exited the arena. Graduates will be exiting the building toward Shoreline Boulevard. Please meet them there. Graduates, let me end today's ceremony by saying thank you. Thank you for all the honor and prestige that you have brought to Texas A&M University Corpus Christi as students. Thank you for the honor and prestige that I know you will bring to the Island University as successful professionals and leaders in your community. You set a goal and you achieved that goal, an achievement, an educational level that few in this world obtain. And most of you did it in the middle of a global pandemic. So you have shown the world that you are goal-oriented, resilient, and ready to lead. Each of you has proven you are a leader. You are the future of this university, the future of this state, the future of this nation, and the future of this world. No matter where life may take you, no matter what level of success you achieve, never forget that you are an Islander forever, and we will always be proud of you. Congratulations.